It just feels like this doesn't reset. I push down, it has not gone back up into place. So there's something that is stopping the gear shifter from cycling properly, and I don't know what it would be.
Over the last 2 weeks, I've made a whole series of blunders. I was having issues with my clutch. To preface this, I did replace the clutch at the end of the last riding season, ran it for maybe a week, and then Mauls just sat there for 5 months. It's been an unusually long winter here in Squamish. Finally got back out on the road and let Mauls stretch her legs, and I blew out the bearing on the clutch lifter plate. Granted, I had a few replacements laying around, but they were likely as old as the one that I blew out, so I figured, heck, let's just get a proper replacement. There's a couple of videos on the channel showing this very sophisticated bearing, puller, and press that I put together for a whopping $3, and I'm clearly very proud of pinching those pennies, but that was it. I ordered it, I pressed it, I reassembled the clutch, and went for a rip. And that's when I started to have some serious issues with shifting. Again, there are quite a few clips of oblivious me trying to figure it all out, and I went down quite a rabbit hole. In come some of the glorious people over on some of the vintage bike groups on Facebook, and in testing a bunch of the suggestions, it became pretty clear that the issue was the clearance on the clutch cover. You see, I was using that liquid tube gasket maker stuff, which, although it works quite well, even when following the instructions verbatim, the clearance provided just wasn't enough. The thought did occur to me that maybe there was another way to use the gasket maker. Maybe let it set up a little bit longer before tightening it down to spec. Maybe let it cure overnight and pull it off, apply a second layer. But since all of that was unknown, and Mauls is my only currently road legal bike, it was time to see how difficult it was to get the OEM gasket. Well, Squamish has no Honda dealer, so I have to go through Vancouver. And boy, do I hate going down to the city. Additionally, most of the dealers down there just want you to order a full gasket rebuild kit, which frankly I have 2 of downstairs. I've just used the clutch cover gaskets already, and if I wanted just the clutch cover, they were quoting months to get that gasket in. Seems a bit sus, but okay. Instead, I went down to Lordco, but no luck. So then swung over to Napa and got this rubber fiber sheet gasket material stuff. It's not exactly the same material, but I was hoping it would work. I may still need to get the OEM gasket, but I want to get back on the road. In fairness, let's be honest, no mechanic has actually touched Mauls in God knows how long. So there's a good chance that there's something else that I've messed up in doing all of this, and the gasket may not solve the problem. But I was happy to spend $15 on this gasket material to give it a shot. Now typically the OEM gaskets are about 1/50th of an inch, give or take, and this stuff is only 1/32nd of an inch. So it's a little bit thicker than what is actually needed, but with any luck, it'll give the clearance that Mauls needs. I won't toy this out any longer. You've been watching the clips of the process while I'm ranting here, so the next clip will either be me pulling all of my hair out, or it will be something that resembles success. Put your bets down in the comments below. Well, let's see what happened. Thanks again to all the incredible helpful people over on the various vintage motorcycle groups on Facebook, and when you ignore the trolls, the community there we have is just fantastic. Until next time, ride safe and ride fun, and I'll see you on the next video.